I'm sitting in Cambridge inside my Mazda car, and the weather is finally, it's warmed up, but it's been snowing last couple of days. Like, I got up this morning out of my hotel, and there was about 3 or 4 centimeters of snow, about 2 inches on top of my car. And this is a Freshco, and I just remembered that my company gave me 3 coupons. They look like a little credit card with 50 bucks on them, and I still have 50 bucks on one and about 20 bucks on the other from Christmas. This was like a Christmas gift, and we get this once a year. So they give us these little cards that you can use in one of the stores. Is this one, Freshco. And I just wanted to update you guys on what's been going on. Today's Wednesday. Actually, not much has been going on, except that I managed to fix my trucks. The steering wheel is now straight. Just as I suspected, it was a matter of resetting the steering angle sensor. Never heard about that one on my international truck. I don't think it had it, but the Mack and possibly Volvo trucks have this sensor, and that's what affects anytime you do any work on your like alignment or components of the steering system, suspension. This sensor has to be reset. The short term is SAS. And so I asked them to reset the sensor, and I think they also took the wheel off and put it back on and then reset it. But anyway, so now I went there to pick up the truck, drove it back to the yard. Everything is straight. So now my alignment is straight, the steering wheel is straight. That's the good news. And also, because pretty much all the tail lights on my trailer died, and I know one guy said that Kaufman warranties the LED lights like for life or something, but they're in South Carolina. I don't want to ask them too much about shipping stuff in here. Plus, I cannot wait 2 weeks to get the lights. And I checked inside of the parts at the Mac store, and the LED lights were 25 bucks Canadian, while the regular ones, the regular 4-inch lights, were $5. So I got 4 lights, but I was bad weather, it was freezing, or maybe I just want to excite some controversy, but I did the thing that I know 99% of my viewers would put a thumbs down for. I actually paid the Mac dealer to install the 4 lights. Oh my God, I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a mechanic, I'm a pilot, right? No, but seriously, I always have trouble with these lights, with that stupid rubber. They never sit properly in. Then they stop working because the wire falls off, or the light falls in. I hate these rubbers, like you really need to, when you change them like once in 5 years, and plus the weather was pretty bad. So anyway, so it was $18. That's what they charged me. I supplied the lights. So basically, after they finished the steering wheel, and also they did the AC. So they manufactured, they had the shop like a different shop manufacturer custom rubber hose instead of paying 600 bucks for a factory replacement, which is ridiculous for the AC system. There's a hose that runs from the engine to the sleeper. And I don't know how much it was, but I know the total repair for the steering wheel, resetting the SAS steering angle sensor, and fixing the AC line, it was almost 800 bucks Canadian after tax, which is about 500 US. New truck. I don't remember my international, which I had for like 7 years, 8 years. I don't remember any lines going bad. It's probably really because I hardly use AC in winter, and I got that truck in November 2014, so I hardly used that AC till the summer. You know, I think probably that's bad, because my previous truck, the International, I got in April, but I know for a fact that that truck, that was a used truck. It had been sitting on the dealer's lot for like 2 years. Nobody wanted to buy it because it was a weird color, yellow, and it was International 9400. People don't like them, right? So I'm just surprised that on the Mac, this thing just died so early. And of course, there's no warranty. So that's another lesson you learn, is that when you buy a new truck, the cost does not matter. You always have to buy extended warranty on everything. So, okay, it's like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 does not matter, because these small things, you know, they start adding up. So I really wish I would have bought extended warranty on everything. So I still have some warranty left, like on major components, I think like driveline and transmission, because it's like 3 years. And I only have, what, like 80,000 miles now on the truck. What, 135,000 kilometers. But anyway, so after they were done, I drove to my yard. I picked up the trailer, brought it back to the Mac dealer, paid $18. They replaced the lights. I drove it back. Then I walked 3 kilometers back to the Mac dealer to pick up my car. It was really cold. And then I went to a Starbucks. And there's no work, so what do? One thing I cannot live without, and sometimes I suspect that actually I buy things just to justify the research. But one thing I love doing is research. You know how you do research before you buy something? I want that, because my brain, I go crazy if I don't use my brain. And a friend of mine really said that, you know, you really know how to read and learn, you know, how to read instructions. And I love this. Like, call me crazy, but I don't know. That's why I wanted to be a technical writer at one point, because I'm very good with all these instructions, numbers. So I started comparing again, like looking at cameras and lenses, you know, because I was not happy with the, I only had 2 lenses, right? So basically, anybody who's not interested in photography can just hit the skip button. You know, click your right arrow. That's one thing I found on my Mac. I don't know if it works on Windows, but I found that if your window is active, your YouTube window, you can click on the, you know, those arrows, up, down, right, left. If you click on the right arrow, the video will skip by about like 5 seconds. That's the new trick I learned. When I'm watching somebody's videos, I just keep hitting that right arrow, and the video will boom, boom, like advance by 5 seconds until I find something I like. So if you're not into photography, just feel free to basically press on that right arrow. I thought I should maybe get back into like a full frame camera, but that's just, you know, there's no work now, right? So time is this. And then I started comparing my camera, and I really like out of all these cameras I tried with over the course of the past few months, right? And I went from the super expensive D810 to D7200, D750. Now I have D5500, and last year I had D5300, D5200. I really prefer Nikon. I think like photography is like, to me, I don't like to play with, you know, like Lightroom and stuff like that. I do some minimum adjustments, but I want the camera to produce images already out of the camera, you know, nice and rich, like nice vibrant colors. And for some reason I really like how Nikon does it as compared to Canon. I just think Nikon is a better camera for photography. Canon is better for video. The 70D, now it's 7D Mark II. They have this dual pixel technology, so basically it works as a camcorder, you know, really great. So these are, you know, these like that's my over here Nikon. These are still, you have to use them kind of like in manual mode, you know. And so what I did, I spent whole morning just reading various reviews and stuff like that, and I decided there's nothing wrong with my camera. Even though it's a crop sensor camera, but it's the latest you know, consumer level crop sensor DSLR, and I love the colors. You know, I love the images. They look like a fairy tale. Like last time I went to Niagara Falls, and I took a shot of that. There was a hill where you can see people walking, and then in the distance there's the falls. It was beautiful. I don't know. You can see it on my gallery. The links are in my About Me page. And I mentioned this on my channel that now you can actually download the digital images of all these pictures I have in my gallery. They're not free, but they're way cheaper than buying a framed print. But some of those latest pictures were taken with this 5500, and then of course I have Russia gallery there. Those were taken with D810, 810. I don't know. So what I did is I did more research about lenses, and turns out that a couple of lenses I had, they were not optimized for this particular camera. They were more for like 810, and they're all different. You know, the lenses depend on your camera. There's no such thing as I think only size lenses. Like there was one lens I was reading about, it performs pretty much the same with all cameras, whether it's a full frame or crop sensor. But most lenses, which are not as expensive as size, for example, like Nikon D20mm 1.8 and 85mm 1.8 that I had 1.8. They don't perform as well on a crop sensor. I bought them for my D810, and when I get rid of that one, I still had these two lenses, and I noticed that they were not as good as on D810. And so I did more research this morning, and I ended up trading in. I traded in Nikon 20mm f1.8 and Nikon 85mm 1.8 for this one. This is considered the best lens for video, for photography. It's a bit big. It's a crop sensor lens. It's Sigma. Come on, focus. 18 to 35. f1.8. So it's straight f1.8 through whole range. It's a gorgeous lens, you know. It comes with a 7-year warranty in Canada, and I got a free dock. There's like a dock where you can load the software to correct the focusing issues or whatever, sharpness or update firmware. It costs like 90 bucks. I got it for free because right now they have a promotion that if you buy this lens 18 to 35, you get the dock for free. Nikon cameras, you have to multiply by 1.5. So now the effective range is 24 to 50, and it's f1.8, so a very versatile, most useful focal length. So now all I have to do is just find something for, and actually there was another lens they recommended, 50 to 150 f2.8, like by Sigma, and turns out that lens is discontinued. So now I have to find something that is as good as this one, but for, you know, slightly like mild telephoto, maybe 70 to 200, something like that. So we'll keep looking. So I'm happy that I was able to use my brain this morning and apply it to some research. And I called this exhaust plate I often use in Hamilton, because tomorrow I'm going to upgrade the exhaust on this Mazda. So they're gonna cut the factory muffler and install these two Spintech mufflers. They were there, so they'll be single in, dual out, and then they will have to custom manufacture a Y pipe. And so it's not going to be too loud, but it's going to add performance, going to add some horsepower, acceleration. There'll be less delay on the gas pedal, and that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Probably I'll be there at least half a day, because it'll take them a while to, because they said that Y thing, It's like a custom shape. I told them on the phone what I want, so I'm bringing pictures with me. I found online what another guy did. There was a kit from another manufacturer for this car, for Mazda, but like I think it was like 2012, 2013. So I'm gonna bring him and show them that pic, and I'll do a video about this tomorrow. So those are the plans. So no work. I'm not complaining, you know. Now is a bad time to work anyway. At least the weather's getting better, and hopefully it won't be as cold as it was last week. And I don't want snow, because I washed my car, right, like when 2 days ago, and then it started snowing, so now it's all dirty again. And that box, actually, this box you see, that was from this Clean Flow. I bought another case because it was so cold last week, but now everything is like 32 or 0C. I don't know why did they spend money on this, but just in case it becomes cold again, I have it in my big truck. So the steering is fixed, AC is fixed, so now I'm all ready to go back to Florida. But of course they're not gonna send me now. Usually they only send me there like once a year. And I have the anti-gel. Oh, one thing I have to do, because I ran out of it, I have to buy that gear oil. It's like spray, costs about $7-8 for a can. Works real great with binders and chains on my trailer. I wanted to do some time lapses now. That's one other thing I'm learning with this camera, is that it has a built-in timer for time lapses, and I really wanted to try that, but it's cold and then some snow was falling, so I'll try to do it in my later videos, because with this lens and with the picture quality of this cam, I'm pretty sure that I can get some crazy time lapses. So thanks for watching. Sorry for the long video. Stay tuned.